Hello, I'm Deanna Herron, host of the Deanna Herron Podcast Show. Have you ever wanted to do something bold, like start a business, write a book, or go for your dream job? This show was created for women just like you who want to be bold, shine bright with grace. My goal is to educate you, inspire you, and empower you with ideas that can transform your life. Be inspired by the Deanna Herron Podcast Show at deannaherron.net. Hello and welcome to the Deanna Herron Podcast Show. This is Deanna Herron, your host. I am a physician's assistant turned entrepreneur, CEO, and soon to be author. I am passionate about health, personal growth, and teaching women to be bold in their life pursuits. I have learned over the years to stop dreaming of the life I want and dive head first to create a life of freedom and choices, all while working from home in my yoga clothes. My life's passion is to teach you to do the same. On this podcast, you will hear business tips, ideas to become healthier, developing disciplines, and creating habits for a lifetime. I want to thank you for being a part of this amazing podcast and the community that has been created through this podcast, Deanna's Diamonds. And thank you to all of you who have participated in our private Facebook group and are sharing your stories and empowering other women. Today's podcast is all about how to create the goals, the dreams that you want. And today we're going to talk about visualizing. This is a topic that I have really trained on for years and years, but only recently, within the last year, have I truly incorporated it into my life. I have a lot of people who will ask me, what's the difference between visualizing and meditating? And it really is quite different. Meditation is allowing your mind to be still. And today, through visualizing, I am going to teach you to visualize your goals. Visualize yourself achieving those goals, and it will make a tremendous difference in what you set out to achieve. Visualizing is so very important. So I want to ask you, what are your goals for 2021? I know it's only November of 2020, but we have to be laser focused and already start creating our goals for 2021. Don't give up on 2020, but we have to start moving in the direction of the goals we want to create in 2021. Think about what you want for your family in 2021. What is it that you want to create for your family? Is it more family time? Is it more travel? Is it more vacations? What is that you want for your family? What do you want for your career? Do you want that raise? Do you want to go for that next management level? What is it that you want for your career? Where do you want to go in 2021? I know most of us will say, I just want to get out of my house because of COVID. But I want you to think bigger, because we're going to get beyond that. I know that for sure. But where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the beach, to the mountains, or maybe Paris? Not Paris, Texas, but Paris, France. What will your income be December 31st, 2021? Think about your health goals. That's an important thing for us to think about, right? Because if we're not healthy, we can't pour into others. We can't create the goals and the desires that we want. And lastly, what is your vision for the future? 5 years, 10 years. What is that big vision? If you could create the life that you desire, and I want you to think big, what would it look like in 5 years? What would it look like in 10 years? Those are things I really want you to think about, and I want to teach you how to visualize those things that you want. I want you to know exactly what you want for your life, because if you don't know where you're going, and those are our goals, you may end up someplace else. and that someplace else may be a life of mediocrity. It may be a life of living small. It may be a life of limitations. And so really, really think about what you can create, because you can create it. So let's talk for a minute about visualization and what that really is to you and how it can help you. So visualization will really help you create clarity for your vision. Clarity for your vision. And when you're able to visualize what you want, you can develop a really, really positive energy around that vision, around that goal, okay? And so we think about it, and we think about it daily, and we see ourselves at that endpoint, achieving that goal. And that's an important piece of this. What does it look like when you achieve that goal? The second thing that visualization does for you is basically it's daydreaming with a purpose. So sometimes I know we daydream about what life could be, what would my dream house look like, where would I like to go and who would I like to go there with? But have you really sat still and just created every aspect of that dream over and over in your head? So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can visualize. The first part is to quiet your mind. Sit still in a quiet place, a lot like meditation, where you cannot be interrupted. So sit in a comfortable position. I like to visualize right before I go to bed, which studies have shown that is the best time to visualize, because what you think about right before you go to bed is what keeps going in your mind throughout the evening. And don't we want our dreams, our visions to go through our mind as we sleep? So get in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and you want to just breathe. Inhales through the nose and exhales through the nose. Do that about 10 times just to relax your body. And then you want to be detailed, very detailed in your goals. So take one of them at a time, and I want you to see yourself achieving that goal. What does it look like when you have achieved that goal? I want you to be specific about what you are wearing. What are you doing? What is the decor around you when you achieve that goal? Are you inside? Are you outside? Who are you with? So very detailed. What emotions are you experiencing right now as you have achieved that goal? Right now, what are you experiencing? Is it joy? Is it happiness? Is it pride that you have jumped in with both feet and you have been courageous and worked hard to achieve that goal? And your courage has paid off. What other emotions are you experiencing besides joy and happiness, elation, peace, whatever that may be? Use your senses to see what is around you, to feel those emotions, to hear. There may be sounds. So maybe it is one of your goals is sitting by an ocean and enjoying that with your family. So what do you hear? Do you hear the waves? Do you hear the birds? Do you hear people chattering and laughing? What is it that you hear? And then finally, what is it that you smell? Obviously, in the ocean, there's a certain smell around the ocean, which is just absolutely exhilarating, right? So what do you smell? Use those emotions. And then finally, I want you to think about who the people are around you when you have achieved that goal. Who are the people around you? Friends, family members, teammates, your boss. Who is that that's around you? So let's go through a couple of visualizations together. And let's say, for example, I'm going to go through a couple of them. I don't know what your goals are, but I'm going to talk about one that's very common, and it's getting healthier. And what does that mean to you? So what does getting healthier mean to you? Is it losing a few pounds? Is it building muscle? Is it eating right? Is it getting a six-pack? Is it whatever it is, getting bigger arms, becoming more muscular, whatever that is. So when you visualize that, you want to visualize yourself at the end. What do you look like at the end? And if it's just being healthier, maybe you have healthy, glowing skin. Maybe you see yourself in a bathing suit with a six-pack and major arms on yourself. Whatever that is, you need to visualize yourself in that achieved goal, what it looks like. Where are you standing? If you're standing in a bathing suit, where are you standing? Is it in your closet? Is it on the beach? Is it out in your backyard by the pool? Is it in a bikini competition? Where is it that you're standing? Who is around you that are going, oh my goodness, you look amazing, well done? How do you feel? Do you feel very happy that you finally put both feet in and decided to reach that health goal? Are you feeling joyful? What is it that you're feeling? What color is your bathing suit that you're wearing? Do you have a tan? How is your hair fixed? Those are the details that I really want you to focus on, and do that every single day. Every single day. Visualization. If you do it right before you go to bed, your mind will be thinking about it all night. And it's just creating those new neural pathways. And that's what we want, right? Is we want to create new neural pathways that our mind just starts to functioning without us even knowing, and we're creating our visions and our goals. Okay, so that was a health goal. So let's talk about maybe a career goal. Maybe your goal is to go up in management at your current career. Whatever that is, whether it's vice president, if it's CEO of your company, whatever that is, let's sit and visualize. Visualize you earning that next level, working hard to achieve that next level. So if you're not driving, I want you to close your eyes, sit in a comfortable position and relax. And I want you to think about achieving that next level. Achieving that next level. What does it look like? Do you have more income? Do you have a team? Are you managing people at your workspace? Have you just received a medal for that achievement? Or maybe flowers for that achievement? What are you wearing? What color is what you're wearing when you achieve that? Who is around you applauding your success? Who are the people around you? How do you feel? Do you feel super proud of yourself? Are you joyful? Are you just extremely ecstatic because you finally put both feet in and decided to go for it? And you made the decision that nothing would stop you from achieving this goal. I want you to be specific about your visualization. It will change everything. It will change everything. Many years ago, when I was going to school to become a physician's assistant, I visualized what it was like to graduate with that degree. I visualized the robe I was wearing. I visualized the people that were there to support me. I visualized what it would look like to walk on stage to get my diploma. I visualized myself being one of the highest GPAs in my class. I visualized it. And do you know what happened? I walked the stage. I was one of the top averages in my class. I saw that happening, and I saw myself being very successful in that career. You can visualize anything you want. Think about Thanksgiving. What did you visualize for Thanksgiving? Did you visualize your family having fun, laughing? Did you visualize there's no stress, there's no tension, everyone's getting along? Did you visualize who was going to be around you, what they were wearing, what you were wearing? What was the overall feeling of the entire holiday? Those are just some simple things to help you know how to visualize in the future. You can visualize anything you want. So the things that I personally visualize today are the things that I want to create in my business. My book, what I visualize happening with that book, my income, the amount that I'm going to give back. I visualize taking trips with my family, where we're going to go and what we will be doing. And so there are so many things that you can visualize for yourself. I want you to know though, visualization is not going to get you where you want to go. Goal setting and visualization are just part of what you need to do. But you will not make it happen without the action that it takes. The visualization is just to help you create exactly what you want so that you will be more apt to get out there and take the action that is needed to create your best life. And I want you to know you have a choice to create your best life. You do. It doesn't matter what anybody tells you. It doesn't matter what false beliefs you've allowed in your head. You can create your best life. I know that because I have done it myself. And my goal is to teach you how to do that yourself. So again, thank you so much for being with me on this podcast. I hope you and your family had an amazing Thanksgiving, had quality time together. If you have not joined Deanna's Diamonds, our private Facebook community, I would encourage you to go to deannaherron.net and ask to join that community, Deanna's Diamonds. We share lots of wonderful information. I go live once or twice a week, and we talk about different things to empower each other. So I'd love for you to be a part of that. If you have not followed me on Instagram and Facebook, it's just Deanna Herron, DeannaHerrin. I have heard from so many of you about topics that you would like to hear on this podcast. And thank you so much for reaching out to me. It really helps me know where your heart is and what you would like to hear. And so don't be afraid to reach out to me. I would love to hear from you. So God bless you and have an amazing week. Look forward to talking to you next Tuesday. Be inspired by the Deanna Herron podcast show at deannaherron.net.